Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. My name is Drusilla Shay, if you don't know already. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about my favorite thing ever, decluttering. We are going to specifically tackle how to declutter your clothes. Decluttering may seem like a lot of work, and that's because it is, but it is so worth it. So I'm just going to be going through the process I go through in order to declutter, and I hope that this is helpful for you. Step number one, okay, this is probably going to be the most work. You have to take everything out. I know it's a lot of work. You don't have to take everything out at the same time. What I do is I take out everything that's in my hangers, section by section. So I deal with my clothes section by section. I usually will take like a section of my closet, put it on the bed, go through it. The reason why this is actually really important to do is because if you're trying to declutter your closet without taking anything out, you might miss some clothing, including the clothing that's tucked in the little nooks and crannies. If you have a really packed closet, you have to be able to see everything. And sometimes the clothes be hiding in between other clothes, okay? They be playing hide and seek. You have to be able to see everything that you have and literally analyze every piece one by one. It has to be on an individual basis. If I still have a clip of my last closet clean out, I will definitely insert it here, but I literally took everything out and I got rid of probably the most clothes I've gotten rid of in one time by doing that, because I had the opportunity to now address every piece of clothing that I had and say, nope, this is going, or yes, this is staying. Obviously, when you take these clothes out, you're gonna have to figure out whether it's going to stay in your wardrobe or not. And I have some questions that can help guide you through this process, because they're questions that I have to ask myself. Now, before I go through these questions, it is very important that if you really want to declutter effectively, you have to be realistic. You don't want to have to do all this work, take all your clothes out, and you're still kind of like trying to find excuses to keep the clothes in your closet. If you are truly trying to declutter, you also have to be at the stage where you are honest with yourself and you're like, realistically, I'm not going to wear this. Here are some questions that can help you out. Number one, is this item still my style? Is it still my taste? Do I still like it? There's so many things that we have bought that were from like years ago, and over time, our style can transition based off of life circumstances, based off of trends, based off of finances. You have to analyze, would I still wear something like this? If it's not your taste, you want to make sure that you're getting rid of it, because it's literally going to sit in your closet, and every time you go to pick out an outfit, you are going to bypass that item for something that you actually like. Speaking of bypasses, that sounded like surgery. Let me use a different word. The next question you want to ask yourself is, do I keep passing by this item? There are certain pieces in my closet that if I go in and I'm looking for an outfit, I will just like look at it and automatically just like nope. And it's always like that though. And so there could be several reasons for that. Sometimes it's because maybe the item is uncomfortable. For that very reason, I'm like, nope, I don't feel like being uncomfortable today. But it's always going to be the same response. Or maybe the style is just not practical for you. But at the end of the day, if you're not wearing it, you're not wearing it. It's just taking up space. Number three, does this item look worn out? Does it have holes? Does it have stains? Does it have them little beady beads on them? If you can afford it, you want to wear clothes that look like they're well kept, well maintained. I had these like nice high-waisted black jeans, but they weren't looking too black anymore. They were starting to look really dusty, and that's just not what I was trying to go for. I wanted that nice stark black look. So I let it go, and I had to be realistic with myself and say, you know, I just need a new pair of black jeans. Okay, this one is something that was really tough for me. And the question is this item a size that I haven't fit for several years? There are certain things that I like to hold on to with the idea of like, one day I'll just fit it again. But then it just sits there and year after year after year goes by. And I'm not saying that, you know, you can't keep one or two of those in your closet. But if you have a lot of things in your closet that you can't fit, and you haven't fit them for several years, and you also don't have intentions on trying to fit them again, and you also don't have space to put those things, then it's just taking up unnecessary room. Once upon a time, I used to wear a size 2. Now I'm a size 6/4. At this point in my life, I'm in my grown woman body, and I don't plan on reverting back to a size 2. Did I have some cute things when I was a size 2? Yes. But I'm just not a size 2 anymore. I have to be able to get rid of those things and say, when I was a size 2, you and me, we had fun, but now you gotta go, because my size 4s, my size 6s, this is their space, this is their time now. And last but not least, ask yourself, do I really care for this piece of clothing? This is something that I get caught up on a lot. In the past, I used to get a lot of things just because they were on sale. Or I would actually get a lot of things as one-off items, like I'm just buying this for a particular event, then I would just never wear it again. Those are the kinds of things that are not very long-term items. They're just kind of there taking up space because you wore it once, and then it's kind of like, I don't really care for it anymore. You want things in your closet that you're actually going to reach for. So if they are items that you can care less about and they won't affect your everyday dressing, they won't affect, you know, having a great amount of options in your closet, it's time to say goodbye. The thing that's going to probably make this entire process easier is having an organizational system. So when you're decluttering, you don't want to just have a pile where you're just like getting rid of this and then a pile where you're just like keeping. You want to have other piles. So for me, I have a keep pile, like I'm definitely keeping this. This is not going anywhere. It's staying with me. I have a pile that is donation. Speaking of donations, I will be listing some ways that you can get rid of your clothes in this video, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. But I have a donation pile. Let me correct that. I have donation piles. So I like to keep it organized to help me out at the end, because at the end of all that decluttering, you tired, child. So you don't want to spend that time now having to sift through and be like, okay, this is going here, this is going there. No. For me, I usually donate to different causes or different people. For some piles, I'm like, ooh, I know my girl would love this. Let me keep this aside for her. Or I'd be like, oh, I know somebody else who's tall who would love this item. I also have piles where I'm like, ooh, this will be great for Goodwill. This will be great for giving to charity. At the end, it's helpful that I have these different piles because I just fold them up nicely, put them in their separate bags, and that's it. I don't now have to sift through one large donation pile. Now, if you are going to be donating all your clothes to one place, that's fine. You can just have one designated pile. But if you know you are going to be divvying up your clothing, you want to just do it as you go along in the process, because having to do that at the end is also more work. So another pile that I have is my maybe/try on pile. The reason why I have this pile is because there are honestly certain things that I am not 100% sure if I want to keep it or I want to get rid of it for a number of reasons. Maybe it can be like, I just don't know if this still fits me. Let me put that to the side so I can try it on. Oh, I don't know if this will still go with my newer wardrobe. Let me put this to the side. And the reason why I have this pile is because when you're in the momentum of decluttering, it's like you start getting this wind, right? Where you're just moving. When you have to stop and now spend a lot of time on an item and trying things on, it can slow you down. In order to just keep the momentum going, that's why you have that pile to not slow you down, because you're just, okay, this goes here, this goes here. I don't know about this one. This goes in the maybe pile. Then when you're done with everything, you go back and you analyze, do I really want this? Does this fit? Let me try this on. Let me really see, does this belong in my closet? So that's why I have the maybe/try on pile that I address after I've decided the things I'm definitely going to keep and the things I'm definitely going to get rid of. With that being said, that is my system of decluttering. At the end, I promise you, you will feel so light, like your space will look cleaner, clearer. You will just have a better visual of the clothes that you actually want to wear, and it's just going to be way more organized. So now we're going to talk about what to do with the clothes that you want to get rid of. I would never recommend throwing them out unless it's in like just such bad condition, or like it's just so horrible that like nobody can wear it. There are charities that take things that are not in the greatest condition, because you have to think about it this way. There are some people out there in the world who are really, really struggling and really suffering. They would probably really appreciate a shirt that has a stain on it. To them, the stain doesn't matter. It's the fact that they have a shirt to put on their back. So you can give to organizations. I like to give to this organization called Compassion. I will leave their information down in the description box. You can also give to shelters. There are also veteran organizations that take clothing. You can just look into some of those organizations that may be in your area. Some of them even actually come and pick them up for you for free. You can also donate your clothes to Goodwill. That one, I would say, you know, you might want to make sure your stuff is still in a pretty good condition because they end up selling it. You can also sell your clothes. I have a Poshmark page. I will go ahead and link that down below. There are also other platforms you can sell your clothes, but definitely Poshmark is one of the more popular ones that I know about. So if your stuff is in super good condition, you're willing to do some of the work to sell it, then you know you can just make a little extra buck off of it. Last but not least, if you know certain family members or friends that would like certain pieces of clothing or appreciate it, you can also give it to them as well. Alrighty peeps, so that is it for this video. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave it down in the comments box below. Let me know if you have tried any of these methods with your decluttering or if you plan on trying them. And also, please go ahead and make sure that you join the family, okay? Go ahead and press that red subscribe button and turn on that bell notification button so that anytime I post, you will not miss a thing. And feel free to also let me know what else you would like to see from me. Thank you so much for rocking with me. God bless you, and I'll see you guys in my next video next Sunday. Deuces.